recipes. Devin's recording now. All right, I'm just gonna start that over. All right, so I'm gonna be making 3 recipes today, all with Greek yogurt as the base. All 3 of these recipes are super easy and super fast to make. So for anybody that is always on the go, or you don't know what to throw together, or you don't know how to use Greek yogurt in anything to increase your protein amount, these are the recipes that are gonna be your go-tos. I'm gonna, I feel like I'm all like boob in this video right now. I apologize, guys. All right, so I'm going to start with the strawberry cheesecake one first. I have this one listed as a breakfast. This can be used as a breakfast or a dessert for a lot of you on your meal plans because this does fit into a lot of the categories. Greek yogurt, I know for people that are dairy free or have dairy intolerance, most people can actually tolerate Greek yogurt. The way that it's strained, it actually takes most of the lactose out of it. And because it has so much bacteria and good cultures in it, it's actually gut healing at the same time. So most people, even if you are dairy intolerant or you're in the Gut Guardian or inflammation rebuilder where you're trying to stay away from dairy, this is still an okay option as long as your stomach can handle it. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with our Greek yogurt. Let me pull up my recipe because I don't remember how to do anything. All right. All right, we are going to do 200 grams of Greek yogurt, which honestly is a decent amount. Greek yogurt is also super filling. So typically having a meal with Greek yogurt in it is going to help keep you full for a pretty long time. Also adding the strawberries in it. Strawberries have a lot of fiber. So protein and fiber are the 2 things that are going to help you stay full throughout the day and stay full in between meals as well. Do you see me? Probably not.
Yeah, he's serious.
All right. You guys don't need to see my face. All right. So we have our Greek yogurt in the bowl. The next thing we're going to do is add in our whey protein. This is the whey protein that I like to use. It's called TrueFit. This one actually is grass-fed protein. It has prebiotics in it, probiotics in it. So it's actually really good on the gut as well. I am going to use 20 grams of this. Just bought this, so I don't know where my scooper is. I'm gonna need a spoon.
Lauren's making some stuff. I see Laura making some stuff. There we go. There we go.
All right, so now I added the protein powder in here. I'm gonna add in the cheesecake sugar-free Jell-O mix also. This way I can mix all this together at once. This is just gonna add a cheesecake flavor to it, and it also thickens it a little bit, just to give it a little better consistency. I'm gonna do 7 grams of the sugar-free Jell-O mix.
You got that so far? 7 grams.
7 grams of sugar-free Jell-O mix, cheesecake. 20 grams of whey protein, vanilla. And 200 grams of Greek yogurt. There we go. All right, so now we have a nice mixture of everything. We are going to mix this up. Definitely don't have the right bowl to be doing this in. This might take me a minute. But we're going to mix this up until everything is blended nicely and we have a nice thick consistency. Do you have a cutting board, Dev?
I like shit.
Oh, I'm throwing powder all over the table.
Let's go. Cutting board, huh?
That's right, I can just use your counter. All right, so we're gonna mix it until it's a nice thick consistency like this. And then all we're gonna do is top it off with our strawberries and I have for this, these are my favorite. They are the Sweet Mills Sweet Thins or Simple Mills Sweet Thins. They're kind of like graham crackers, but they're also gluten-free as well for anybody that is gluten-free or needs to stay in the gluten-free restriction. Devin's eating vanilla wafers. All right. I'm gonna cut our strawberries because I did not pre-do anything for this bowl. All right, we're gonna do 100 grams of strawberries, which is honestly probably gonna be a decent amount. Devin's very excited because Devin's gonna eat all of this after we're done.
You guys saw my post. I don't cook ever usually. I used to cook a lot, but now.
Oh, awesome. Oh.
Things cook it for me.
Yep. I feel like you did an echo.
Thanks.
All right. All right, so that was about 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 strawberries that we put in here, but it does take up a decent amount on top of the yogurt mixture. And then now we're going to add in our sweet thins or whatever you guys want to use. This is basically going to be like a graham cracker consistency. Basically, we're going for like a graham cracker cheesecake crust. So I'm going to do 15 grams of this.
They say like need crunch. This is where you get it.
Yeah.
Granola. Granola is way too high in calories. This is nowhere close. Look at that same crunch.
Yep. There's 15 grams of this if you want to put that in there. And the total calories for this entire thing is 310 calories and 38 grams of protein. Which my trick, what I always tell people is the best protein to calorie ratio. If you add a 0 onto your protein amount and the calories are at that or less, it's a really good ratio. So for this, 38 grams of protein, if I add a 0 onto that, as long as the calories are 380 or less, that's a really good protein to calorie ratio. This is where things that are marketed as protein, like they have protein Pop-Tarts now and protein Cheerios and everything has fucking protein in it. Usually the protein to calorie ratio aren't that great in those things. So definitely pay attention to that when you are going to buy things. So now here we are. I can actually, I'm gonna weigh out the bowl here and zero it out so I can see how much food this actually is.
Full recipes in the chat, you guys. I don't know if you saw that. Everything that she just said is in the chat. Calories, protein, exactly the grams.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not reading anything, so you gotta help me with all of that.
No, I got the chat. Everybody's just talking shit.
All right, so this is over a pound of food in here as yogurt mixture. So definitely this is what we mean when we say high volume food but low calorie. This is the kind of meals that you want to be eating here. So this is what all of this looks like. Definitely check this one out. One of my favorites. Devin's gonna check it out right now. All right, I'm gonna do the banana cream one next. Just because these are more meals. The third one I'm doing is actually a sauce, and I'll explain what you can use the sauce in. So on to my next bowl. I'm making a mess.
Anybody else, Lauren, you guys make this?
Yeah, let me
What'd you say?
You guys make this?
I just made it. Yeah. It's I'm eating it right now. It's really
Let's
good.
see them. Let's see everybody's bowls.
Yeah.
I didn't cut my strawberries yet.
It's really good.
I'm catching up.
Also, I am using just a plain Greek yogurt in all of this, just to show everybody how versatile Greek yogurt actually can be. But you can also do like a flavored Greek yogurt in this too. I actually love using the Okios vanilla Greek yogurt in this. Just gives it a lot more flavor, but that typically is a little more harsher on the stomach than a regular 0% Greek yogurt. So this is why I'm going with this today also.
This ridiculous.
I feel like the cheesecake Jell-O mix actually makes the entire thing. It gives it so much extra flavor.
Even if you're really lazy, you don't want to do anything fancy, at least take that powder and put it in yogurt. It tastes so
good. Even if you mix Greek yogurt and protein powder together with a little bit of the cheesecake, that alone, you don't need any of the fancy toppings. That alone is amazing. So, all right.
I've mixed it with the low sugar Cool Whip too.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
gonna be in this one today.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do 200 grams of our Greek yogurt again. I have a feeling this one might overflow in my container. I feel like there's a lot that goes into this one. All right, this is 200 grams of Greek yogurt. Then we're gonna do 20 grams of our protein powder. I'm gonna go digging for the scooper. Hold on. I don't know why they put the scoopers so deep into the protein powders when we first buy them.
Yeah. So I saw one protein brand that actually stuck it to the top of the lid.
That's so smart.
I don't know what happened to those guys, but really
wasn't there a trick to like keep the plastic like on the top or something, and like you put the scooper like hanging in it or something? I don't know, some kind of trick. Maybe creatine powder that I saw that for. All right, we're gonna do, so actually the same thing as the last one. Is 200 grams of your Greek yogurt and 20 grams of the whey protein. And now we're going to use, they make a banana cream sugar-free Jell-O mix. So we're gonna use this for our flavoring. We're gonna do 7 grams of this, which is actually, I'm pretty sure, a serving of these. Yeah, 6 or 7 grams are typical servings for these. Banana cream pudding mix, sugar-free. All right, so we're gonna add.
Anytime I forget that stuff, I add this year went to the farm. Wasn't it early?
Yes.
Lindsay, where do you find the banana one? I haven't found that one yet anywhere.
I feel like the only place I shop at is Target. So
Okay, good to know. I need a Target run. Okay.
Also probably Amazon. You can order literally any flavor.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that.
I'm actually gonna throw some Splenda in here just to sweeten it a little bit more. Obviously, it all depends on how sweet you guys like this. Devin likes everything really sweet, so
yeah, I give like a shot of espresso. I get 5 Splenda packets. 5.
I'm actually gonna put like 4 Splenda packets in here. You guys don't have to be that extreme.
Lindsay, you can add the psyllium husk to these yogurt recipes and it hides it. Just letting you know.
I honestly should come up with recipes for the psyllium husk because
I do it all the time now. It's the only way I can get it in.
The amount of hate mail I get on
it's nasty, but you can't tell once you put it in there.
Devin's the one that gives it to everybody, and then everybody messages me about how much they hate it. All right, these 3 now. So now this is the yogurt, the protein powder, and the pudding mix. Again, just like last time. And I'm just going to mix all of this up, and your Splenda if you want a little Splenda in there.
What do you call this thing?
This is banana cream pie bowl. I don't know.
Have you ever used monk fruit as a sweetener?
I actually love monk fruit, and I feel like that's one of like the more natural sweeteners that people typically will tend to be more likely to use than Splenda, because I feel like everyone doesn't like the fake sugary type taste.
I got the liquid one, but I can't figure out how to use it. It's like very strong.
It's very strong.
Yeah.
So we used to use liquid stevia all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the first ones to come out. And it took us a while too to figure out like how much.
Figure it out, yeah.
Or Truvia.
Yeah, Truvia is good too. So this is like super like thick consistency now. My favorite thing, I love banana in general. My favorite thing ever is that Magnolia banana cream pudding or whatever it is. So this is my version of that. All right, now we're gonna add in our banana. So we are going to do, actually I'm gonna do the Cool Whip first. We're gonna add in our Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Need another spoon. I'm using all your spoons. All right, we are going to do 15 grams of sugar-free Cool Whip. And I'm going to spread that on top. So we're going to basically make layers. So the pudding mix is going to be on the bottom. The Cool Whip is going to be on the top. Now we're going to top it off with the banana and the wafers. So I'm going to do 80 grams of banana.
See Jasmine, see the spoon. See you making some shit over there. I see it.
I wish I could see everybody.
Looks like you're making it on the beach.
Definitely cooking on the beach. Definitely.
All right, is there anything else? So 200 grams of yogurt, 20 grams protein powder, 7 grams of the Jell-O.
Yep.
And then
15 grams of the Cool Whip. Yep. And then 80 grams banana. And then we're going to do 20 grams of the wafers.
And what's the calories per person of that?
The calories for this is 400, so it's a little more. And the protein is 35. So this technically would not be a great protein to calorie ratio, but it's pretty close.
For dessert?
Yeah. There's honestly a decent amount of banana too. And see, I didn't use my whole banana. You guys can just throw this into a freezer baggie and put it in the freezer. And then you can always throw it into a smoothie or anything like that. This way you're not wasting a banana. You can also hold it on for like the next day if you want to repeat a recipe. But I would honestly weigh out the rest of the banana, put it in a baggie, write on it, freeze it, and then use it in a smoothie, just so you put some use to it. So now my bowl is very full. So this is the throwing bananas. The yogurt mixture, the Cool Whip, and the bananas on top. Yeah. I'm afraid. Now I'm gonna do the wafers. It's a lot of food. It's got to be. I'll weigh it after. I got the little mini Nilla wafers. So we're gonna do 20 grams of these. Typically, I would actually put these in like a plastic bag and crush them in there and then put them on top. I'm just gonna kind of crumble these in.
Mike, you can make these, Mike.
It's literally overflowing. Stick one right there. There we go. So as you can see, this is a lot of food. Now this is everything on top. So the whole base is the yogurt, the protein powder, the banana cream pudding mix, and then we layered the Cool Whip on top, then the bananas, then the Nilla wafers. You can even, if you want to get fancy with it, do like a little bit at once. So do like a little bit of the yogurt, a little bit of the Cool Whip, a little banana, and kind of like keep layering it. But this is the fast way of doing it, which most people probably would want to do it this way. So this is our dessert or your breakfast, whatever you want to eat the banana cream for. Yeah, you can eat that now.
Hey, we have questions about that yet so far? Do you have questions for them?
And I can't really see much. All right. Now we're going to kind of clean up a little bit. Hold on. Now we're going to do the burger sauce. So there's a lot of variations you can make this with. Basically, the base is just going to be Greek yogurt, light mayo, and ketchup. I like to throw a little pickle juice in there. You can even chop up pickles if you want to add some more texture into it. So just throw banana cream all over the floor. All right,
I have a question about the pudding. Like when you mix the powder, so like, oh, not that you can see it, but it gets so thick. Do you ever do like a splash of milk or something in it? Because like it gets like, it's like cement. And so I just put a splash of milk in it when I was just making it. Now is that like, do you do
you
that?
can put like a little like almond milk or something in it just to like, tone down the consistency a little bit.
Okay. What?
Yeah. I like the thickness of it. I think it actually, to me, like makes me more when it feels like it's like
okay.
Do it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
The Cool Whip just makes it like a lot easier. It's like
yeah, it like lightens it. It honestly like kind of tastes like a light dessert when you're eating it. It's not like that heavy. I'm obsessed with banana. So, all right, with this recipe, you can make it one serving at a time if you want, if you're just like using it in the moment. or you can make a batch of it and kind of keep it in the fridge so you can keep using it for whatever you want to use it for. I'm going to make a batch of it right now. So I'm basically going to do like 4 servings. So again, I'm going to do 200 grams of my Greek yogurt. I'm glad I went out and bought a new Greek yogurt. I can use the whole container. So typically I would use around like 50 grams per serving when I do this.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. I don't know if this is going to be big enough either. All right, so I have my.
You use how much per serving?
So typically I would just do 50 grams for 1 serving.
Okay.
Right now I'm going to make 4 at a time just to make like a batch of it. So I'm putting 200 grams of my Greek yogurt into my containers. Then I'm going to do 4 servings of light mayo. So that's basically 4 tablespoons. I'm going to do the same thing with my ketchup also. So this is 15 grams per tablespoon. So I'm going to do 60 grams. But if you're doing 1 serving, you're just going to do 15 grams.
What's it called again? Big Mac sauce?
Yeah.
Good sauce. Do you usually make 1 serving or 4 at a time?
Depends on what I'm doing. Typically, I'll do 1 serving at a time if I'm just throwing it into one meal. If you want to just put the 1 serving, it would be 50 grams of Greek yogurt, 15 grams of light mayo, 17 grams of ketchup. And then you would season it with, I use garlic salt to season mine with. I also add in pickle juice to kind of lighten down the texture of it because this is very thick when you make it. So the pickle juice will thin it out a little bit, making it more of a sauce. All right, I gotta do my math here because this is 17 times 4. Okay.
How is this? For 1 serving?
Good question.
I'll put it in the.
I like having it in here. I could just. All right, so if you're doing 1 serving of the ketchup, you're gonna do 17 grams. But if you're doing 4 servings, you're gonna do 68 grams. I don't know if this is all gonna fit in my little. All right. Now, things I like to use this for. I love to make Big Mac salads. So I'll literally take like almost an entire bag of shredded lettuce. I get like the pre-made shredded lettuce bags from Target, and then I'll throw some very lean ground beef in there. I typically cook 96% lean ground beef just to eliminate some of the fat. For me, my ApoB was high, so I need to watch my saturated fat, which I'm sure some of you are doing the same. So that's one way I do that. 96% beef is honestly very similar to a lean ground chicken or lean ground turkey. So don't be afraid to eat ground beef. I feel like a lot of people kind of get nervous to eat red meat because of the calories, but it actually doesn't add up that fast. All right, now that we're overflowing. So I have my Greek yogurt, my light mayo, my ketchup. Might need to transfer this. You have like another bowl.
That's just bad. Yeah, we got shit. We got DoorDash.
Typically what I like to season this with, I just get a garlic salt to put in there. You can literally throw anything in here that you want. You could do garlic powder and salt separately. Sometimes I'll throw like smoked paprika in there just to give it a little like smoky flavor. Honestly, any seasoning that you like, even like a seasoned salt, like the Lowry's, they actually make a lower sodium one like that. I'm just gonna continue. I'm gonna try and do this. Season with your heart. I like a lot of seasoning in my anything that I'm eating. So we're gonna add that in. You can see right now it's super thick. I don't know if you can see it because I'm very far away. Very thick. I'm going to put in some pickle juice. I'm going to open this. Need some muscles. Hands are slippery.
Okay.
All right, makes me feel better. He can't open it either. What are the shoulders for?
Slippery, guys. Slippery.
Awful look over there.
Something going on.
I'm actually going to transfer this into here because I don't think it's going to work out.
It's a really good snack too, by the way, guys, because
yeah, so pickles are basically 0 calories. Sometimes if I'm have like the munchies or I want to binge at night and I can't control myself, I'll literally eat like an entire jar of pickles. It's not that fun, but still eating a shit ton of food. All right, I just transferred into this bowl over here just so I can actually add in some stuff. All right, I'm going to add in some pickle juice. And you can also, if you want to, throw mustard in here. Mustard is also 0 calories, so it doesn't add anything into it. At most, it'll be like 5 calories on like a mustard container. Same with pickles. Most of the time, it's like either 0 to 5 calories for pickles in general. You can also throw relish into this just to add a little more flavor and consistency to it. You can even add in like some onion, some like raw diced white onion. All of those things are super low in calorie and just adds a little extra flavor to everything. So basically, you're just going to use as much pickle juice until you get the consistency that you want. I actually kind of like a little thicker consistency, so this is what I have right now, even adding in a decent amount of pickle juice. Another thing that I love to do, actually have them over here, but I like to make Crunchwrap Supremes, but make them burger Crunchwrap Supremes. So I'll take the low carb Mission tortilla wraps. Sometimes I'll use a bigger one and a smaller one together, and I'll kind of put the smaller one on top and like roll the big one around it. But if you get the actual big ones, I think they're like 110 calories for the large ones. I'll throw some of this sauce on the bottom, and then I'll throw some ground beef on top, some shredded lettuce, and then you can use any of those toppings that I just mentioned. You can do tomatoes, onion, relish, pickles, anything to kind of whatever you want to add into it. And then I'll roll around it to make it into like a Crunchwrap Supreme type tortilla thing. And then in a pan, I'll put down some reduced fat cheese. So typically I'll do like a mozzarella or a cheddar. And then I'll put the side that I folded around down on it so it melts onto it and kind of closes the bottom of your wrap. And then I'll cook the other side as well. This way you just brown both sides. And it is absolutely delicious. So just ideas of what you can use this for. Since I made this whole thing, now I'll keep it in the fridge. What you can do when you're making a big batch like this, and I actually should put a video in the group as well. If you go into your tracking app, I'm actually going to add this into my.
What was the calories this?
Hold on. This is 80 calories and 5 grams of protein per serving. And this is ways to add things like more protein to your meals. Obviously, this sauce alone isn't a ton of protein, but adding this into a meal is going to add more protein into your meal on top of whatever protein source that you're using. So, enough. Can you guys see this? Kind of.
You get a little closer.
Yes.
All right. So this is the recipe that I put in. If I click on single food here instead of multiple food, I can add in my recipe name and how many servings it is. What I would do here for the servings, as I'm adding all the ingredients in, I would actually calculate how many grams this entire thing is. So say this whole thing is like 200 grams of this whole thing together. That would be my serving size. This way, say I just want like to use a little bit, I'll weigh out whatever I'm using. Whatever grams that is, you can use as your serving because the entire recipe is the grams of the entire thing. So it will calculate it by how much you put in, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm awful at explaining how that works, but
So, I can actually, I'm also putting all the recipes in the chat again, guys. So if you like didn't see it all, everything that she just said, they're all in the chat. Calories, protein, exactly how much, all this stuff.
I'll put all of this in the WhatsApp group too. This way you guys all have the recipes also. But that was, I mean, what, it's been 35 minutes and I just made 3 recipes in front of you guys. That could be your breakfast, your dessert, and you can use this sauce on the other meal that you make throughout the day. Super easy. Even all the yogurt meals, you can make these ahead of time and throw them in the fridge. I would just leave out the toppings. Like I wouldn't put on the sweet thins or the vanilla crackers just because they'll probably get soggy in the fridge. But everything else you can throw into a container and put in your fridge and save that for whenever you want to eat it. So if you make big batches of this, split it up into containers, now you have a few meals prepped for the week and super easy, super fast.
The Cool Whip in the yogurt was so good.
Yeah, the Cool Whip makes it.
If you guys don't like if you don't like the 0% yogurt could obviously be pretty
bitter.
Very bitter, but it's also like very thick. Like the Cool Whip adds a lot to it. It doesn't taste the same.
Yeah. All right. First cooking class in the books.
Let me go on the part that you were just talking about, the recipes.
Yeah. Come at me.
So this is important. If you guys don't know how to do this, like how to track, review here.
Do that.
Okay. By the way, if you guys are on this call, does everybody know how to go to like gallery view to see everybody? You guys know how to do that? I feel like some people don't realize that there's other people on the call because all you see is your face. If you, it's just a fun fact. If you hit gallery view, then you can see everybody. Anyway, so if you guys are making a recipe, and then Lindsay, you can answer any questions that people have about any recipe or anything, by the way. But if you guys want to know how to add a recipe, so here's what you want to do. Okay, when you add, where's the recipe thing in here again?
Basically, it's whatever's in your cart.
It's what's in your basket.
Yeah.
So you add everything into your basket.
So like go to like a meal. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. And you add it as a single food. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you guys have like just whatever, 2 things in there, let's say right now I have yogurt and protein powder. Okay. So I just add that in. Now here's the important part. When you have things added in the top left of that, like the little basket icon, that's where everything that you just added will be. Underneath whatever you added. So right now I have yogurt and protein powder. Okay. Underneath, you can add it to your log as multiple foods, which is what it's defaulted on. I don't know if you guys can see this. You guys see that? You see the blue button right there? Okay. It's already defaulted onto multiple foods, which means it adds everything independently. If you hit single food, now it's a recipe and you can name it something. Okay. Now here's the important part. When it asks you for servings, you put the amount of grams the entire thing is. Okay, so let's say I have yogurt, protein powder. It's a really weird thing to weight-wise, probably the same as yogurt, but let's say I added like bananas to it or something, right? And let's say in total, it was 300 grams. That doesn't mean I'm eating 300 grams. It just means the entire recipe was 300 grams. So you can do this with chili. If I had chicken and carrots and onions and all this shit added up, right? And it was a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, I would take the total grams of that. So I would weigh the bowl with everything inside of it. That gives you the total grams of the entire recipe. Okay, when it's in the tracker, you add it as a single food. Then you put as number of servings, you replace that with the total number of grams of the entire recipe. Are you guys with me so far? So let's say it's 300 grams of chili stuff, right? I'm going to eat that all throughout the week. I want to know every time I go to the fridge how many calories I'm eating, right? This is how you do that. I add up everything. I put the total amount of grams in. I add it as a single food. So let's say it's 300 grams total. I'm putting chili, okay? So just to see. I know it's yogurt that I added, but whatever. So I had single food. I put 300 grams as the number of servings. Does everybody see that? Okay. Yep. The reason why I do that is because when I log one serving, I'm logging 1 gram of that food. Now I go back to servings and I replace that with how many grams I'm eating right now. It takes the percent of that. Okay. So like if I'm eating a total of 300 grams, or I'm sorry, the recipe is a total of 300 grams, I'm going to put 300 grams instead of servings. Okay. I'm going to put 300 servings. Then it adds to my log. Then I adjust. See, right now you'll see chili is in 1 gram, right? It says 1 gram. Now all I do is I adjust that to how many grams I'm eating right now, which will be like 100 grams or something. But then tomorrow, all I do is I go back and I hit chili, and I'm having another 100 grams or 50 grams or 40 grams, whatever. So all I have to do is just weigh out the portion of the chili that I'm eating right now. Does that make sense? This is the answer to, if you guys have ever wondered, like, how the hell do I know what I'm eating when I make a recipe? Or like if I batch cook everything, like this is how you do it. So you guys want to make sure that you understand how to do this. It's a little bit complicated, right? So I'm going to show you guys one more time. So you go to track. You can just add shit. So I do a voice and text, and it's easier. So I'll walk you through this top to bottom, okay? I know this is kind of confusing.
This also saves the recipes too. So you actually name your recipes, so you can use this again in the future also. So you're not always constantly creating the same one over and over again.
All right, so all I'm going to do is hit the bottom button and put track. Then I'm going to hit the top microphone button that's up here. And I'm just going to say what I'm adding, all right? 2 cups of rice, a cup of beans, 8 ounces of chicken, and a cup of salsa. Boom, add to basket. Everything's right there, okay? That's everything that I'm putting into one recipe. It's 1,200 and something calories. Now, the important part is I have a bowl, right, on top of a scale. Yeah. Jesus Christ. And I'm going to add everything inside of it, okay? Let's say that was, I don't know, 500 grams, okay? I'm going to add as a single recipe, okay? I'm going to go single food. I'm going to put the number of servings as 500 because it's 500 grams, okay? I'm going to call it chili 2. I got another chili in there. Okay, and I'm going to add, okay? Now I log 1 serving. Okay. Now, all I do is I click that. And then how many servings I'm having now? Maybe I'm having 100 grams of it right now. So then I adjust that to 100 and save. Boom, it's 245 calories. The whole thing was 1,200 and something calories, right? I'm only having 100 grams worth right now. That is what tells me the calories of that. Anytime I pull from that chili, it doesn't matter who's taking what. Somebody could have taken half of what was in the fridge. It doesn't matter because if I take it out and I weigh out 50 grams worth, all I do is put 50 grams worth. Does that make sense? So this is how you do this. A lot of people get really confused on how to do this. This is how you actually do it accurately. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm glad that helped me.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, right? So anytime you guys make any type of recipe, that is how you actually do it. Cool. Yeah, a lot should have been.
All right. Does anybody have any questions about anything?
Yeah, you guys would ask.
Everybody like this?
Yeah, you guys like this? Fun?
This is awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. If you guys ever have any, this is Devin's cool lights in the ceiling. If anybody ever has any suggestions, if you want me to create certain recipes or make certain recipes, definitely throw them at me. We're going to be doing this once a month. So basically the last Monday call of every month is going to be a cooking class. So I'll be on here doing whatever for you guys. Most of my recipes, I'm going to try to make them very quick and easy recipes. I feel like that's the biggest thing for people where they don't have time or they just don't know what to do with certain foods, how to get them in. So those are all the things we'll be focusing on the most.
The one that people could actually like spend time cooking.
Yeah, I'll make like a nice dinner one day, maybe.
But who's got questions about anything? You guys don't have to ask about this, but like anything about how to cook stuff or like how to season stuff or
Michelle said my meatballs and zoodles.
Oh my god, that's my favorite.
Was it turkey or chicken? Whatever those are, is like so good. Oh my god!
So I used to have a meal prep company off of this business. What this business started as. So I had a bunch of local clients. Michelle was one of my first clients. And all Sunday, I would just cook all day for everybody and do my little.
Oh, it's the best delivery service ever.
I think I would come to people's houses too and drop them off.
Yes.
COVID,
Driveway service.
Everybody's house. Yep.
Oh, that was the best.
Really?
Well, I know I'm fairly new to the kind of the recipe thing, but I haven't cooked a meal in probably 10 years, and now I'm cooking every day. So whatever recipe you're giving me, it must be working because I'm actually making it and eating it. So that's, kudos to you.
Cool. These are all easy to make too. Who's singing? Jenny's singing over there.
Oh, my son. Sorry, I didn't know I was in mute. Wait, putting my steps in. I just typed that the sauce came in handy. You know, the holiday coming in, a lot of burgers, hot dogs. So
yeah,
that was
you
a
can
good
use
choice
this on
right
like
now.
a regular burger too. If you're making like turkey burgers, whatever on the grill, use this as your sauce for on top. You can use any kind of low calorie toppings on it. It's so versatile, this sauce. You can literally put it on anything. Even if you don't want to use it on a burger, you can use it on chicken, a turkey burger, chicken burger.
Like the turkey burgers, yeah.
Yep.
They tend a little bit drier than the regular ones, but
yeah,
the sauce will make it taste better.
I just got the Bubba turkey burgers with the sweet onions in them. I think you actually put me onto that. Shop right.
Fucking hell, I look for those forever.
They're so good. I think they're what, like 170 calories? Yes. Yeah, they're like 170 calories. The Bubba burgers with the sweet onions in it. Oh my god, so good.
Try that.
Barbecue and cheese.
Do you offer like ideas for substitutions, like for some of the recipes too? Like I didn't end up using any pudding stuff because I didn't have any pudding, didn't have time to go get some. But like for that, and then sometimes like in your recipes when you have different veggies, like what kind of veggies can you like sub for other veggies in your recipes?
Honestly, as far as the vegetables, you can literally use anything that you want. The one thing I'll say is if the veggies that I give, depending on what your biomarkers are, some people are very low in iron. So the veggies that I put in your meal plans are typically higher in iron, which for you and Chad, being vegetarians, you guys have very low iron. So it's very strategic, the veggies that I put into your meal plans. A lot of people also have FODMAP issues where, like, for me, I don't do well with high FODMAPs. Cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts literally tear me apart. And for so long, I was eating like pounds and pounds of freaking cauliflower rice because it's so low calorie. And I'm like, why am I bloated all the time? I would wake up bloated. So eliminating all of that definitely helped. But when it comes to switching out veggies, you can literally use anything that you want. For the pudding mix, there really isn't many substitutions for the pudding mix. The biggest reason I use them is just for the flavoring and the thickness of it. You can
usually like tequila on a warm night.
Yeah, you can basically, the protein powder alone will give you that like thick consistency. There's plenty of flavored protein powders also. You can switch up the flavor of the protein that you're using to kind of go along with whatever style that you want to do. I know Ghosts has a ton of like cool protein flavors. I know for you, Regina, you probably do more like pea proteins and stuff like that. But I actually think Ghost makes vegan proteins, but they have some cool flavors.
Ghost,
I used PB Fit once.
Like that kind of a ghost? Is that how you spell it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look it up.
I ran out of Jell-O and used PB Fit on a whim because I had my container was empty of Jell-O, so I just used PB Fit, and that did the trick.
PB Fit has their own protein powder, but they also have so many other options. They have the regular peanut butter powder. They have like a cocoa and peanut butter powder. They have chocolate chip cookie mix. They have brownie mix. So there's a lot of things the PB2 Fit brand makes that you can literally throw into anything. I'll share some of those in the group.
The banana one was so good.
The banana one, right?
Yeah. We gotta try those.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. I had fun. I'll probably put out like a survey or something of recipes anybody wants me to try, or I'll kind of give out ideas. You guys can vote on what you want next. This way we can come up with something for the next call. But you guys have
actually like mainly, what would you guys mainly be interested in? Like things to cook, like meals to actually cook, or more things like this where you don't really have to cook and it's quick? I was curious. You put it in the chat.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
There's like a couple things that I like. There's like like an Asian salad that I'd love to make that has like shredded carrots and cabbages and stuff. But like, how could you make it so that, because it has a lot of oil in the dressing, like how can you make it so that the dressing isn't so oily and add protein to it? And then I was recently looking up like an egg roll bowl. Like I'd love to hear some ways to make some of that kind of stuff.
Maybe I'll
Like
actually do
summer
that.
food.
Yeah, maybe I'll actually do that as a recipe, the egg roll bowl, because you can actually do so much with that too. You can even get like spring roll wrappers and actually put the egg roll mixture into it and air fry them. This way you're not using any oil or anything. So you can actually make like egg rolls with it, but also you can have it alone as an egg roll bowl and just kind of eat the mixture. So
we should have, there should be like
themes. Yeah. Maybe do like theme an Asian.
But then like on each theme, something quick that requires zero prep and something that you can actually cook, and then like an in-between kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. Do like an Italian one, Asian one.
Yeah, we'll throw out some ideas for you guys.
Dessert. I think everybody's always wants something sweet.
Yeah, that's why I went with what I went with today. Because you can kind of have this any time of the day. Some people like to have something sweet in the morning. Some people like to have something sweet at night. So you can literally use these as a breakfast, as a lunch, as a dessert, whatever the hell you want to use it for. You can eat yogurt any time of the day. There's no right or wrong time to have yogurt. Honestly, there's no right or wrong time to have anything. I'll wake up sometimes. I literally had a sandwich for breakfast today because I just didn't want to have breakfast. Sometimes I'll make chicken for breakfast. It doesn't always have to be like eggs. And I feel like people get so stuck on like, I have to eat this certain food for this meal because it's like society told you that's what you have to do. You can literally eat whatever the hell you want.
I mean, I used to hate yogurt before you started. Like, I think you must have shared some recipes on here or something, but my whole life I've never even forced myself to eat yogurt. And then you had a recipe with like, I don't know, with protein powder. And I was like, oh, it actually tastes like pudding. Like I couldn't believe that it tasted so good because I always thought yogurt was disgusting. So it's a whole new world.
The yogurt, 0% Greek yogurt by itself. I don't know. Some people like it. They can eat it, but it's so bitter. Yeah, I can't. Some people love it though.
You gotta do a cottage cheese day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cottage cheese.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a cottage cheese one next too.
I overate it. I can't eat it anymore.
Yeah, you did too much.
I actually just bought the Friendship whipped one for the first time.
It's the best.
It's so good. So I've been a diehard Good Culture fan for ever since I got into cottage cheese. But the whip one, oh my God.
Was it smooth?
Yeah.
It's not totally smooth. It still has the curds, but I wasn't telling people about it because you can't always find it because people buy it up. So I was gatekeeping it, but I can't eat it anymore. So you guys can all have it now.
That's amazing.
It's delicious. It's so good.
There's so much you can do with cottage cheese too. You can turn it into anything. Most people, I think the biggest thing people tell me when they start working with us is they hate cottage cheese. They will not eat cottage cheese no matter what. And then I give them
absolutely.
They're like, wow, I love cottage cheese.
That would be me.
Yeah, Jeremy won't eat cottage cheese. Except a cottage cheese bagel.
Ew, what is that?
Yeah, wait, what?
It's cottage cheese and flour.
Yeah.
And you make a bagel. And he loves it. And I don't even blend it. I just make it the way it is.
Yeah, it doesn't come out chunky or anything.
Not at all. And you can't taste it at all.
Nope. See, I like blending cottage cheese rather than yogurt into things because cottage cheese already has that like cheese creamy base to it. It doesn't have like a bitter aftertaste like the yogurt. So there's a lot that you can blend it into. When you blend cottage cheese, it gets rid of the texture. So
Have you made a successful dessert with it?
I've done like a cookie dough with it before. And
you made cookies with it, yeah. Right?
I made ice cream. If you actually go on my Instagram, when I tried to be an Instagram influencer for like 2 days, now it looks like I like to go to raves and eat cottage cheese. There is a cottage cheese post on my page that you can check out. But I made ice cream with it. I think that was probably the best thing I've ever made with it. It was super creamy. I think I only really left it in the freezer overnight, and it was fine the next day. What else have
Oh, you have to share that. I love ice cream.
Yeah, I'll share the post in the group. This way everybody can find it. It's not that far down the page, but
ice cream.
Yeah, I think everybody should get a Ninja Creamy also. I see everybody's been hyping up the Creamy in the WhatsApp group. Yeah, I mean, it was just Prime Day, so I feel like a lot of people actually did buy it. If I didn't have one, I would have bought it too. So
I actually bought it and I love it. I've already made ice cream twice now. It's so good. It's
so good.
So worth it. So worth it.
I make yogurt bowls a lot in mine. I'll literally mix like frozen fruit, protein powder, one of the little like 5.3 ounce things of yogurt, like a vanilla Okios yogurt. I think what else I put in it. I think that's honestly it. And I throw it all in and then I blend it. They actually have like a smoothie bowl option on it. And it's so freaking good. And I'll put a little almond milk in it too to kind of like tone down the texture of it a little bit, but delicious.
It's so good. I was so excited. I used the Slate protein drink too, and I think it was someone had suggested the X, whatever it starts with an X, that stuff. That and then the monk fruit. And so I put that in it to make it sweeter, mix it all together. It was delicious. I loved it. Now I don't need to eat ice cream ever again.
Honestly, I think it's actually better.
It is. It's actually really good. I was surprised. So.
Yep.
But I don't think you'll ever get me to eat cottage cheese. The texture of cottage cheese just is not. It's so disgusting.
I swore at it, and now I'll eat it.
Really? Okay. All right. If I move to the dark side, it will be cottage cheese. And I don't think that's gonna happen.
Try the whipped one.
Yeah.
The consistency's better than the other ones.
Okay, I'll trust you on that.
Good.
All right, I'll try it.
Cottage
what?
Really good.
Cottage cheese and eggs is really good.
Ew, eggs is wrong. Eggs needs to go.
If you like cottage cheese and eggs, I'll do like just I can eat cottage cheese out of the container, so I'm like a different breed. But I'll literally throw cottage cheese like in a bowl, and I'll do soft boil eggs, so they're still like runny on the inside, and put like on top. And then you can either make it savory or sweet or salty or savory. You can do like cucumbers in there or everything with the bagel seasoning. You could do like a chili oil sauce. Very versatile also.
Gather space for
I gotta go barf now. Oh,
seriously, the eggs would just be done. No.
Yeah. I don't like anything.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think I'm at the point also where I'll eat anything just to get my protein in. So. I don't eat food anymore for the taste.
I'm getting there.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. I feel like this was a good turnout.
It was great. I officially broke my walking pad and fell off of it during this conversation.
Oh no. Sorry.
I think something broke and then I went flying. My husband ran up saying, "Are you okay?"
What?
Oh no.
I posted in the group chat. Literally, my husband ran up saying, "Are you okay?" Because I literally fell off. I think I thought I broke my finger, but I'm good. God. I'm outside now. We're good.
Yeah, be careful over there, you.
I think I have to buy a new one. Get the other hip done.
Exactly. That's all we need.
Oh, so. Anywho.
Guys.
All right.
Thank you so much, Lindsay.
Yeah, this is good.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
Right.
Love you guys.
Have a good rest of your night, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.